Hello, Prize Scholars. I'm really excited to be able to share this short mini series on journal tutorials, the what, the how, and everything in between. This first mini video will be walking you through the process of creating a Sage Journal account. So first we have to access Sage Journal. The way that we do that is by accessing it through our university library. So this is the main page and it should look very familiar to you. So we're going to click databases. You can look at the resources by subject and utilize education and higher education and go through that platform. But it's a few less clicks if we just use the shortcut using the alphabet. So we'll click the S and we will scroll down to Sage Journals Online. In the second video, Finding Our Best Fit Journal, Aim and Scope, I explain a little bit about the why behind Sage Journals. So we're going to just browse the journals by discipline at this point. Once you get familiar with the journals that are within Sage Journals, you can simply type them in and search for them. But right now, we're just going to use the browse. So we'll click Social Sciences and Humanities. And you see that at this point, you see all these journals A through Z, and there's over 10 pages of journals. What you also see is that you see add alerts and add to favorites. So these are two features that we'll review later. So I'm just going to show you how to access special education journals within Sage Journals. So we'll just click select a subject and find special education. And again, these are the specific special education journals within this database, which is a good wide range of journals. So at this point, in order to access these features, we need to make an account. So up at the top, we'll click sign in. And once we access an account, we'll simply sign in using our email and password. So at this point, if you want to do this as I go through it step by step, I welcome you to open a browser and follow these steps. If not, you can watch the tutorial and complete these steps after. So at this point, you can click Create Profile. You'll see that there's a lot of just very generic information that you will just input. So I have some pre-filled information. So then when you get to institution, what's nice is once you start typing the name, it will pre-fill. So you'll be able to click on George Mason, and then for an occupation, I have just clicked student and postgraduate. So you'll click terms and conditions that you agree to the privacy policy and terms and conditions. Additionally, it offers journal alerts, and that's something that I will show you. But it also has these emails about other products, services, and offers. So it's asking you to name some disciplines that you're interested in from below. So we'll click humanities first. And again, you'll see a lot of different categories. So we'll click education. And here's where you'll click your specific areas of interest. So for me personally, I'm going to click special education, educational research, and administration and leadership as three topics that I'm interested in. So we're going to click humanities and social sciences to minimize that. And I invite you to either put the code in and submit, or if you also want, you can continue by clicking research methods and even science, technology, and medicine to see if they're categories that you're interested in. So my area of interest within research methodology is qualitative. So I'm going to select all qualitative research, and I'll also collect some quantitatives because why not? And all evaluation. So once you add the code in and click submit, you'll get a confirmation email, and you'll simply click the link in there and you'll be able to sign in. So once you're all confirmed, you're going to sign in and enter your password and sign in. Oops. So once you're here, you'll see your profile, and you're also signed in as George Mason University. So I'm going to view my account. So you'll see a submenu of different categories that you can click on. So under personal details, this is the information that we already added in, but there's a few areas that I wanted to hone in on. For my content, we don't have any subscriptions yet, but you can always make subscriptions to journals and they'll show up in here. For my favorite journals, so you'll see that I have added favorites already. So what I will show you at this point is adding favorites to my favorite journals. So you're going to click browse. And again, for discipline and subject, you're going to click social sciences and humanities. And oops, you'll click special education. And let's say that I want to also add Journal of Early Intervention. So I'm going to click add to favorites. So you'll also see that that journal is also added in here, Journal of Early Intervention. You can also click to delete it if you want. Also for my alerts, so this is indicating that when you select certain journals, so I have exceptional children in here. So if I have a journal that I've alerted, this is alerting any announcements or any other information about this journal. So I'm going to show you how to add an alert in. So again, you'll use the same steps for browse. And then let's say that I want to add an alert for teacher education, special education. So you would click that. I'll add a couple more. So teaching exceptional children, remedial and special education, and then Journal of Special Education and Journal of Learning Disabilities. So what I would do is I'd click add alerts. And again, the journals that I just selected show up. So this is alerting me that it would alert me to all new content and any announcements for the journal. So I'm going to add alerts. And then you'll see that under my alerts, it showed up here. Also for my safe searches, to search a new search and receive alerts when new results are added, you can run your search and select save search. So I don't have any searches yet, but if I was to search, you could put in your advanced search terms and search, and you would be able to save those searches. So that concludes this tutorial for creating a Sage Journal account. The next journal will review finding our best fit journal, aim and scope. In future videos, we will also cover what are the manuscript requirements and how do we submit manuscripts to a specific journal utilizing teacher education and special education.